Welcome to Karkom Cards and Comics. It's me and my bestie. We are back again with another Duel. This is highly anticipated. My brother has been asking me, like, "Hey, when is it coming?" So I'm excited to get this going, and hope Steve will be happy with this fight and this episode. So yeah, I'm Hearse. This is Josh.
Big Josh.
What it do?
What it do?
Okay, there it is. It's not the same without it. Okay, so if you don't know, if you haven't seen any of these, we each bring a random comic book character and bring them to the table, and we have to argue for why our character would win in a one-on-one fight versus the other character. That's all it is. That's all we know. I know not who he brought, vice versa.
Yep. The only thing we do is we have a third party verify that we didn't bring the same character. So that's all we do. Other than that, it's total surprise. You guys will find out at the same time we find out who the other's using. So I think without further ado, let's get into predictions here.
Okay. Prediction this time, I really have no clue. You kind of really threw me through a loop last time by bringing Eugene Judd. See, I didn't verify that. I just remember. Like, I promise I won't forget Puck's name now. But yeah. So I know you said something about, like, you want to make it a character that maybe not everybody knows. So that way it kind of cuts down on our ability to pick the same guy. Or same character, not necessarily guy, but I guess if I just have to randomly choose somebody, I wouldn't even know what her name is. What's the fire girl from Hellboy? That's what I'm going with. I don't even remember what her name is.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Okay,
so that's not who I went with.
All right.
Well, I guess for you, you're the Marvel guy, so I can't see you straying into the DC territory. You have done Dark Horse in one of our past videos, but let's see if you stuck with Marvel. Maybe Doctor Doom.
Dr. Doom? Okay.
Yeah, maybe you went that route.
All right. Well, this character's not from Fantastic Four at all.
Okay.
But I guess their origin story relates to the Fantastic Four, if that gives you any type of.
So they got their powers in space?
They did not. They are just a normal human that became empowered, but it was on this planet. It wasn't out in space.
Okay, so we're not talking mutant here,
right? They were actually at a circus when they got their powers. If that narrows it down.
I should know this. Like, this already sounds familiar. And it's not Robin?
It's not Robin.
I guess he doesn't have powers, but...
He has the powers of both parents being killed. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just being mean. No, this person... Okay, I'll reveal now, I guess?
Sure.
Okay. All right, so this person, they were given tickets to the circus by a superhero that just didn't have time to go to the circus. So when this person gets to the circus, they are sat next to Franklin Richards and the Fantastic Four. They're all just happen to be at the circus, right? And so this person is sitting right next to Franklin, and like an emergency happens where the Fantastic Four leave, but she's like, "I'll watch Franklin, it'll be fine." Because just go take care of business. I'll watch Franklin. Right? So the Fantastic Four leave Franklin Richards under her care. And okay, so you want to take another guess okay, no clue. All right, so Galactus shows up. And
he went with Golden Oldie?
He senses Franklin Richards, and he rips the tent away from the circus. And he's trying to imbue Franklin Richards with power cosmic. But Franklin doesn't know what's happening, so he reflects it, and it goes into Aunt May.
Golden Oldie. All
this,
right.
This is Golden Oldie. Oh, you can't even read it. It's all white.
Yeah, the reflections.
It's too bad. Okay. Well, you can see it a little bit. But yes, I chose Aunt May, powered up by the power cosmic. So she looks like Silver Surfer, but just all gold and an old woman.
All right. Well, my character. Let me just read this little paragraph and see if you can guess it from there. I feel like it's going to be pretty easy because the second part of this paragraph gives it away. But
okay.
It breathes, it dreams, and at night, beneath a low-hanging fog, it shambles through the shadows with its red eyes and funeral soul. The swamp has a spirit, and it walks on two legs. A monster that was once man.
Okay, so it's Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing.
Did you go DC, really?
I went
the
DC.
Swamp Thing? Oh, okay, because I thought it was really Man Thing, and I was just making a joke. But but no, okay, so Swamp Thing. Okay.
Yep, so, yeah, I figure, I've kind of like, my last two picks have been a little on the weaker side. Well, no, because one was Ghost Rider, so we can't say that. But my last pick was severely like a depowered character and stood no chance. So I was like, you know what? He's just staying with some more powerful characters. So I better bring someone to fight. And you definitely increased the power level this week. So I hope my character I can.
Well, Steve asked me to choose Aunt May for this fight, and I couldn't just be regular old Aunt May. Because, in a previous episode I said, like, I could bring Aunt May and you could bring Sentinels. And, like, Sentinels wouldn't see her as a threat, so maybe she could win. And I was just throwing that out as, like, just a talking point. And he said that, like, it really got his wheels turning. He's like, wow, I wonder, like, what that would actually... Like, you could actually play with that story a lot and build it out. So he asked me... At my other brother's birthday parties, like, hey, can you do Aunt May for real? Like, just pick her. And so, yeah, this is for you, Steve. But Golden Oldie is basically Silver Surfer. Like, so, I mean, all the powers and everything are basically the same. She's only in one story as this, and it's not a what if. It's actually just a Marvel team up. So that was news to me. Like, I thought for sure it was just a what if, like a one-off like that. But it is in an alternate universe. So it's not in the main continuity that she was ever a Herald of Galactus. And basically all she does is she flies through outer space and she finds a planet that's like a Twinkie and then feeds it to Galactus. So, I mean, it's a ridiculous story all around. But Silver Surfer is a really strong guy. Yeah. So with her power set being so close to Silver Surfer, I think your little plant guy is going to have an issue.
I don't know.
But here's a picture of Aunt May as the Golden Oldie. It's just kind of cool. That's her first cover appearance since she's only in one book, right? But yeah, I just think that's really cool. All right, so let's see. Power set that's listed here. Oh, I thought it said it. Oh, I have to go to... I'm sorry. A little bit of a technical issue there. I was on the wrong page.
Good job.
Yeah, right? Here's an in-story picture of her. It's kind of more of the same, but it's a little different. But she has powers of Herald of Galactus. In this universe, Golden Oldie speaks fluent German and Spanish as well. I don't know how that will help her in this fight. But, yeah, it says presumably all the powers of Silver Surfer.
Presumably.
Yes, so she doesn't really do much other than, like, just fly at, like, insane speeds to get across the universe to find Galactus food. Like, she doesn't really have to fight anybody, I don't think. What's the power set on?
So, Swamp Thing. I mean, basically, he has regeneration, superhuman strength. He controls all plant life, um, period, on the planet Earth. Well, wherever he's at, he controls all the plant life. So he is size changing. He can be as minuscule as Ant Man or as giant as Ego. It doesn't matter. Um, he can use his manipulation of plants to give himself wings and fly, which I didn't know that was a thing. But seeing that picture of him with wings was pretty awesome. But so yeah, he's able to manipulate matter on a molecular level to the point where he can even turn people into trees. He's able to enter the astral plane. He can release chemicals that plants could release. So like he could shoot acid at you. He could release hallucinogens, things like that. Like if a plant can do it, he can do it. So he gets his powers from the green, which is essentially all, which makes him an avatar. It's kind of the same way Juggernaut is of Sidorak. He is to all plant life, and he's not the first Swamp Thing. There's actually like a whole bunch of them that over the years have been Swamp Thing, and Alec Holland is just the current one in the comics, basically. And he's the one we all know. But there is a council of Swamp Things, basically, if you will, and they all provide powers. So he has no like his strength level. There's no measure on what it can be because he just draws his power, from all these past Swamp Things, basically.
Now, all this council of Swamp Things, are they just like through the universe or through dimensions?
Both.
Okay.
Yes. So basically, like every planet in the universe that has plant life will have an avatar of the green. And then through all the universes, through history, all these guys all make up the council of Swamp Things, and they can all draw power from the others. And since in the DC universe there's infinite timelines and infinite universes, there's just there's no top limit to Swamp Thing's power, basically. And he can't be killed as long as there's even a molecule of a plant left somewhere. He can regenerate just from that.
Okay.
So yeah, that's why I'm not so sure. I think I'm gonna give Golden Oldie a run for her money.
And I mean, I'm just thinking that, okay, so on this Twinkie planet, there wasn't any of the avatars of the green, but yeah, I would say that Big Bad G there has eaten quite a few of those avatars of the green over his years. So I don't know. I think this is going to be an interesting one because ultimately, Golden Oldie isn't going to want to actually destroy everything. When it comes down to it, just like Silver Surfer. I mean, I have to keep making this comparison, but he's not that type of a destructive character where Silver Surfer would want to do this to any planet, destroying it. But ultimately, I think if it came down to a fight where Golden Oldie is overpowered and defeated, you might have won the day, but not the battle. You know what I mean? So there's just I don't know what he could really do against Galactus, though. So once backup arrived, I mean, he's kind of in the plant eating business, or he gets all of his nutrients essentially from any living material that's on the planet.
I think at that point, he would just get turned into a big ass tree because he can literally alter any type of plant life. So, he could say Galactus ate a planet, or however he does it. Some type of plant life's going to get ingested, and then he can turn them basically into a tree from the inside out.
Oh,
Just
okay.
have some giant universal tree.
Yeah, because like in a lot of the comics, Galactus actually uses his spaceship to convert the planet into a consumable energy.
Yeah.
Just like kind of like how the Transformers need Energon, where it kind of just looks like a glowing cube. So
he's
it might
not popping planets like bonbons.
right, not really, but I mean like he could, I guess, but because I mean like I don't know. I guess it's arguable that he could go that route, but ultimately, I don't know how Swamp Thing would ever beat Golden Oldie, because like she doesn't have to breathe, she doesn't have to eat, so like all of your conventional ways to get
But she's not immortal, right?
right. I mean, not
So
really.
Theoretically, she could be killed.
Yeah, I mean I don't know if a Silver Surfer has really died, but I guess yeah. Oh, they have. Like the Marvel Zombies one.
Yeah.
They do kill.
They just straight up ate him.
Yeah, that Silver Surfer died. So yeah, she could be killed somehow.
Yeah.
But the amount of energy that takes to do it is so high that I haven't seen a plant do it. But
so maybe he does it by messing with her brain, like entering into her conscience. Fucking with her head, or messing with her head, like that, because like he can enter the astral plane, he can project his thoughts through that, and communicate like subconsciously, not only to plant life, but to human life as well.
okay.
So
I would say that that's something that she would probably be weak to. Just ultimately, an elderly woman being spoken to from essentially the afterlife.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
I could see that being an exploit.
like I guess a question would be like, if these two were to ever meet up, I feel like they'd almost end up on the same side.
Yeah, pretty quickly.
Because, Swamp Thing, his whole thing is to protect the planet, basically, from man, or from whatever's causing danger. Where she wouldn't want to cause a planet like that has so much life. So they'd probably just both turn on Galactus.
Probably. My G-Man isn't gonna be doing too good in that fight, I don't think.
No.
But yeah, I agree though that like Aunt May is like as wholehearted of a character as you can be, like and she has been for 75 years, so I don't think she's gonna really change that much of her character just by getting this power. So
now
I can see that.
something that might put Swamp Thing a little bit over is, at one point he was a White Lantern. So he did have like the Green Lantern ring, but just the White Lantern powers. So that could give him even another boost in power. So I don't know,
Because that's the life ring, right? White is life.
Yes. Because red is anger, basically. Green is will. Yellow is jealousy. Black is death. White is life. And pink, I don't remember what pink is. Or orange. I know there was only one orange lantern ever, but I don't remember what orange was. Orange and pink, I don't remember.
Okay.
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah. Ben, if you're here, let us know. Yeah, I don't know either. That's where my knowledge is a little sketchy.
So, I mean, ultimately it sounds like these two would probably just duke it out forever, right? Because essentially Swamp Thing is immortal.
And if she's forced to, I mean, yeah, she can like just embrace herself with cosmic energy and just be impervious basically to any type of attack, and whether it's vines growing over her or like whatever, like she can just overpower that. But because you'd have to destroy every piece of plant cell on the planet, that's just not going to happen at the rate that it would need to in order for him to not regenerate.
Yeah, because he could regenerate almost instantly.
Right.
And something cool about him is he can't really like teleport, but he can really be in like multiple parts of a plant. And as long as there's plant life, he's there already. So it's like he has like a physical body, but like say in China, something's going on, he could literally just pop up there as well. Like he could have multiple physical bodies. He could do like the old Swamp Thing was a bitch compared to the way he's been retconned nowadays. He's so strong. Like he gets compared to being like godlike level at points. That's why I almost didn't want to do Swamp Thing, but I figured it'd probably throw you off a little bit.
Yeah, I like it though, because I don't know anything about Swamp Thing. Ultimately, I watched the Swamp Thing movies when I was a kid.
Oh, those were great.
But I haven't seen them as an adult, so there's something that I want to rewatch now to see how they actually hold up.
Yeah. So I think we're.
And I don't know how much it follows the comics either. But.
Yeah, I think we're going to be at an impasse here because neither one of us would concede on this. So I guess, what do you think in the comments? Like, who do you think would win, Swamp Thing or Golden Oldie? I mean, ultimately, she's one heart attack away from not being able to do anything anyway, right?
But there's also another comic, though, where Aunt May uses the same name, Golden Oldie, but she just has her own Iron Man suit.
That's awesome.
I just wanted to bring that up.
That's awesome.
Because I just thought that was hella hilarious, seeing an Iron Man suit with like these super skinny, scrawny arms. It just looks so funny. And she had like her hair and everything done up.
And every time she tries to hit someone, she goes, blam, blam, blam.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true. I can't confirm or deny.
I've seen it.
All right, so yeah, I guess we're gonna call it there. Let us know in the comment section which way this fight goes in your heart. And
yeah, who won? Who's next?
Who's next?
You decide. I mean, we'll decide, but
have a good day. Oh, any other sign-offs we need to do?
Don't have a good day. Have a great day.
That's it.